Hi everyone, it's Mark here again. This is the fun bit, as you know, that I get to put a face to a name and to introduce you to one of our full members. So I'm delighted to be joined by Camilla Siig. Hello, Camilla.
Hello. Nice.
Thank you so much for doing this and for being a member of our gang, our inner circle. Where are you based?
I'm based just outside Shrewsbury in Shropshire.
Love it. Excellent. And for those who don't know England or the United Kingdom very well, you're kind of on the border with Wales, aren't you?
Yeah, it's about half an hour drive from Wales. So it
Okay,
goes from hills into mountains. It's great.
lovely. Beautiful river, lovely cathedral.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it well. Excellent.
Good.
And a mediocre football team, as far as I'm.
I'm not one for football, so I don't really know, but I'll go for it.
So thank you for doing this, and for the benefit of those who watch this, our other members, could you give us a brief Camilla story?
A brief Camilla story. Okay. Well, currently I'm in the English countryside. I moved out here to gain some peace and focus on visual art, which, in spite of it not being something present in my career or in my study so much, it is something that has been in my life since I was very young. Otherwise, my background is in classical music and science, medicine science.
Excellent. I'm a musician by training. I studied percussion at the Guildhall and
Oh, nice.
I was in the
Yeah.
city. So go on.
Well, violin is my first study, and I was at the Menuhin School for 6 years.
Wow. I recorded Peter and the Wolf with Yehudi Menuhin.
Oh wow. I didn't get to meet him. Like he died like 2 years before I joined the school, but
Mm.
it's honestly some of my best memories in life. So
That's fantastic. He was a marvel. He was still conducting well into his 80s and 90s, as I recall. It
yeah.
was just the actor Christopher Lee was the narrator, and we recorded it in Worcester Cathedral, I think. Um,
Yeah.
it was incredible. I was on
Yeah, it
Tim.
must have been good energy.
Yeah, I was on Timps, and he was great, really good. I was in the English Symphony Orchestra for a while, and that's when we got the chance to do that. It was great. So the
Nice.
other highlight of my career, and you'll have them, but you're not you are a lot younger than I am. Um, I was conducted by Leonard Bernstein.
Oh
That
wow.
that was
Yeah.
just incredible. We did when I was at Guildhall in the 80s, we did a performance of his mass, and he came
Yeah.
and conducted it. So, oh, we
Masses.
have those in
Great.
common. It's great.
Nice.
So, this is the fun bit. So, you don't know anything about this, I don't think, which is makes it even more fun.
I mean,
Um,
I've watched a couple of things that you've shared, like other people.
oh,
Uh,
okay. So you got a
yeah.
bit of an idea of what's coming, which is
Yeah, a
great.
little bit. I thought I'll educate myself a little, you know.
Yeah, that's very smart. Very smart. So, I'm going to create your perfect cultural year in the next 10 minutes from the answers to 10 questions. That's the plan.
Okay.
As an insight for our members about you, it always produces anecdotes and some surprises typically. So it's going to be great fun, and I'll make a few notes down here. So we'll start the process by asking you if you have a favorite building.
Favorite building? Okay, I can't pinpoint a building, but I will say I love everything Victorian, like Gothic style. I just think the poetry that they put into everything was is something I romanticize and fantasize about because it's kind of the opposite these days, very minimalistic and tech focused, and I love the attention to detail and effort they put into things. Like King and at King's Cross, there's that hotel. It's like a red brick hotel. I can't remember what it's called.
It's St Pancras.
Yeah, oh, St. Pancras Hotel. That's gorgeous. I love that building.
I do. I was going to suggest it as an example
Oh,
when,
okay, there we
yeah,
go.
which is great. I think it's Pugin, the architect who did the Houses of Parliament as well.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah.
I'm
So
not
okay.
educated on the architect, like the names of the people, but I have more of an eye just for, looking at stuff in
Yeah.
general.
Excellent. Okay, so I'd like you to imagine you're sitting in a cafe opposite the St Pancras Hotel, just enjoying the view. Okay,
Mhm.
it's June, and it's 6 p.m. and it's warm, and you've got a book by your side. as you enjoy that view. What's the book?
Um, I have one of, well, actually, I think it was quite a life-changing book for me, just in terms of perception. There's an English occultist actually who I think is from the West Midlands, funnily. His name is Alistair Crowley, and he wrote a book called The Diary of a Drug Fiend, and it's super interesting. It's the way he talks about um his interactions with life. There's some kind of biblical connotations with all of it, and that fascinates me. It's again the element of like magic, fantasy, but how it's also tied strongly into reality. Like I think a lot of people don't really um, acknowledge the magic of everyday life. Like we're so used to or numb to everything that that's lost. And reading that book kind of brought a lot of it back for me.
That's great. I love the title of the film, The Unbearable Lightness of Being, as well. Um,
That sounds macabre.
I don't think our brains are wired cleverly enough to understand how lucky we are that there is anything at all in the universe.
Yeah, the chances of anything happening, of you just being born, is so incredibly small that it's
Yeah.
unfathomable,
Well, it was
really.
surely it is surely more likely that there was nothing than anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a bit of a mind twist. You get close to it, understanding it, and then it goes away. It's difficult.
Yeah, there's
No, I
always
love that.
another cycle to it. Yeah.
And on the left of you, you're sitting there in the sunshine in the cafe. It's over, the sun is over the yard arm, so you can drink whatever you want. There's a beverage on your left. What is your perfect beverage in those circumstances?
Oh, I love a cappuccino. I used to go for mocha all the time, but cappuccino is my go-to now.
Okay. Have you ever had a nappuccino?
No, where's that? I've never even heard of that.
You have, if you've worked late or you've got up early, you have a double espresso and you lie down,
Oh,
and the coffee wakes you up half an hour later.
oh, I see. Interesting. There are all these hacks that people come up with these
I
days.
know, I do that a lot. Okay. Now you're feeling quite pleased with yourself because you've been um, given an opportunity by a wealthy research foundation to spend a year studying the culture of a different country. Okay.
Yeah,
All expenses paid, good fees, first
yeah,
class all the way if you want, a team of friends to welcome you when you get there and immerse you in that country. Um, and you can choose where you go.
yeah.
Where
Japan.
you, Japan,
I
right?
am actually I'm half Japanese, but
Okay.
um I never had the opportunity to be there. Really, I've been on holiday, maybe I think I've been there like 3 times in my life. Um, of course, I know about the culture to some extent through being raised by a Japanese mother. Um, but lately I've been obsessed with anime or just animation in general. Again, because of magic, fantasy, and like concept, like sci-fi type stuff.
Hmm.
You can really play with perspective in a way that you can't do that when you're like filming in real life.
Yeah.
Um, so I'd love to explore just the creative side of Japan, kind of underground cultures. That's where well, I mean, like it's when you can see opposite from the norm, that's what stimulates the creativity, I think, or creation of the future, essentially. And I think Japan is living like, I don't know how many years ahead, but in reality. So I think just going there, like you're going to the future.
Yeah.
So I'd love to explore that.
Okay, you can have Japan.
Yeah,
And I
thanks.
should, as the AI is trying to work out what we're talking about, I should explain that I am giving you an opportunity to have a hypothetical fantasy trip around to a different country. So and you can tell me which one you want. And you've gone for Japan. That's great. As
Yep.
an aside, I'm assuming that influences your work. So where can we find examples of your work?
I'm building an art website at the moment, so I'll be uploading stuff to that.
Okay.
I do have a website that is centered around, well, there's some of my artworks and crafts on there as well. But it's also a shop, so you can access me for tarot. So I love, again, that's like psychic stuff, um, occulty stuff, but it's also, I just think, a strong link to spirituality and yeah, that's all like conceptual stuff, very life relevant things.
Okay, so when we publish this, there'll be link. We can put links in the in the description to
Yeah,
very
I can give you my website and then maybe we can add to it later when I have
yeah,
the steps.
certainly we can do that. Okay, so you arrive. Oh, you're on the plane and you reach into your bag and there's a letter which says "Do not open until airborne."
Okay.
Um, and in it says one of the conditions of your all expenses luxury paid year in Japan is that you limit your musical intake to one genre for the year.
Oh, that's really tricky. Um, at the moment, I'm into kind of trancey stuff. Um, I like anything with a beat. I was really into drum and bass, but I've moved on, I think, a little bit from that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think trance it has a calmer atmosphere, and I listen to it a lot when I'm making art and stuff like that. So I think, yeah, it just helps you get in the zone. Very
Right.
repetitive stuff. It's quite like the anti of classical in many ways. But that's changing, I think, a lot in electronic because there's so many avenues that you can go down. Like it's the opposite in so many ways, you know. Classical, you start with a structure, you start with the rules, and then you build from that. Electronic is like it's open and you put limiters on to create. So yeah,
Interesting. That's I've
yeah,
never looked at it that way. That's great. That's fascinating.
yeah,
So you're on the plane listening to trance. Okay.
yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
now you arrive in which city would you like to arrive in?
Um, I'll go for Osaka.
Osaka. Okay. Nice. Okay. I've been there on a tour with the orchestra once. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was great. Um, okay, so you arrive in Osaka, and there are four or five people who are immersed in the arts and culture sector in Osaka and Japan more widely, and they've been detailed to ease you into the culture. Okay. Great opportunity. And the first thing they want to do, and by the way, you don't have to choose Japanese or local art forms or styles. You can have whatever you like on these few days. The first
Mhm.
evening, they're going to take you to a dance performance, and it's a magical theatre, and which means you can put any dancer, living or not, on the stage, any dance group or any dance genre in front of you. You've got the best seat in the house. You're at the front of the dress circle. You can see down and close. What are you going to want to see on that stage from in a dance performance?
Mm, difficult. I think either some kind of ballet um or like breakbeat stuff. I don't know a lot about it, but I follow a couple like random Japanese dancers on Instagram, and they have a good flow, I think.
Okay,
Um, and same with a creative mind, they do stuff that I don't think you see elsewhere. And then in terms of classical or ballet, I like the art production side of it, like the fact that there's a story told with it, and that they bring so many professions and skills together to create something. Like you, I think you get more of the fantasy magical element with that.
right. Okay, that sounds good. And they're going to take you out to dinner after the show. And you can choose the cuisine, and all cuisines are available in Osaka. So
Yeah.
what would you opt for?
Oh, I like home cooked kind of Japanese food. So rice with lots of different condiments, maybe some mackerel and pickles or something. Or I like udon. Udon's like my favorite noodles, Asian
Nice.
noodles. Yeah.
I'm introducing my granddaughter to sushi at the moment.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Did you like
uh,
it?
she does.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's my daughter would never give her sushi because she hates the thought of it. Um, so
It's got kind of difficult textures and like the palette is more advanced, I think.
mm, and warm sushi is bento, isn't it? Or bento, is it? Bento,
Well, I mean, bento, I think, is just like stuff put together in a presentable form. Yeah.
right? Yeah. I came up with an idea as an aside,
Yeah.
called Britsu, which it's a sushi restaurant, but British food. So you'd have fish and chip, singular,
Oh, yeah.
element, a tiny toad in the hole, um, a little rice pudding, all the it's sort of, you'd have to have chicken tikka masala in there because that's the favorite
Yeah.
meal in the country.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
British is just like a mashup. That's what I like about the English. Like
yeah,
you don't
it's
really care, but in the best way, you know?
yeah. Okay, so you've been out to dinner, and the next day is sport day in Osaka. And again, you don't have it doesn't have to be a Japanese sport necessarily, but you can go to any sporting event you wish,
Yeah.
um, and take part if you wish. So would you rather be a spectator or a participant?
Oh, I don't like the pressure when it comes to sport of like it being exhibited, I guess. But I do love climbing. Like climbing is, I think it's pretty Japanese thing actually as well, funnily.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, climbing is good. It's a good combo of like problem solving, but you and also functional movement. I think
Yeah,
that's
love that. Um, okay, so you're going to watch and do a little bit yourself on a big climbing wall over a swimming pool.
okay.
Like they have on the telly.
Yeah.
Now the next day is visual art day, and there is a magical digital art gallery in Osaka that can display on its walls all of the works by any artist, painter, sculptor, any visual artist, in chronological order, so that you can walk through the gallery and follow the artistic development of that artist during their life. You can only choose one artist.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hokusai.
Who?
I've gone to see Hokusai. I've gone to see his stuff like in the British Museum.
How do you spell that?
Hokusai, the guy who
Yeah.
made the Great Wave. He's like a wood.
Oh, yeah, the big blue wave.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, it'll be interesting to
I'll go
see
wrong with something.
how the AI spells that. Hokusai.
Yeah, like Hokusai.
Got it. Excellent. That's a great choice.
Yeah,
Um,
I love
and
the um like creepy stuff. So in Japan, I don't know if you've heard of yokai, but I mean they even do like yokai festivals and things, which is great. But it's kind of ghost spirits and weird demons, stuff like that. All the mythology from a cultural Japanese cultural perspective. I love that stuff. And I don't know how whether Hokusai did much yokai stuff, but yeah, it'd be cool to see his development.
Brilliant. Okay, I haven't had that one before. That's a good choice. Love that.
Yeah, okay, good.
Um, Now to lighten the mood a bit, the next day they can take you to see any play or any musical.
Any play or musical?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a difficult one. Maybe Chicago. The
Mm.
reason I'm not like that well versed in theater, but it's like one of the films that I really enjoyed. So that's pretty much the main reason I'm saying it.
You can have Chicago. Would you like the original or a more recent one? Because I think was it Renee Zellweger did it?
Yeah,
Yeah, the recent one. Right.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, no, I
With
would go.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. Or there's the original movie, I think, of Chicago was oh, what's her name? It's gone. It'll come. Anyway, you can have the movie,
Yeah.
Chicago. This is what happens when you get old like me.
But yeah, that's just what I know from, from being the age I am and how you
Yeah,
access things. Yeah.
yeah, no, that's great. And then the following day is film day. Any movie you like.
Oh man. Um, the one that's popping into my head right now is it's quite a recent film. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's like Anything, Everything, Everywhere, something like that.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it. It's with what's her name in it? She got an Oscar for it, didn't she?
Yeah. I don't remember.
I know who you mean. This will be a battle now. We have to try and remember the name. Something like I know exactly what you mean. It's always everywhere, everything kind of
Yeah,
thing.
something like that.
Michelle Yeoh. Michelle Yeoh.
I'm not honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not good with names in general, but
She stars in it, I think.
yeah,
Yeah, people will get the
that's
idea.
the one that's popped into my head. So that's the
That's
one I'm saying.
okay. You can have that. Now, the next day is Sunday, and you're being told you can go to lunch, and you can have with you your arts and culture hero, living or dead, to have lunch with and talk to about their work.
I'm
Anyone.
with Beethoven. I watched
Ooh,
I
love
watched a documentary on him lately, and I I will admit to really feeling connected to the amount of rage that he has.
it. Yes.
Um,
Have you watched
and
My Immortal Beloved?
no, I haven't. What is it?
Oh, please do. It's a movie
Yeah.
about him, and if you like the rage, it's there. It's all there.
It's just the passion and the motivation it gives you to change things. That's why, like, I think it's an underappreciated emotion. Like, people look at rage and anger as like it's bad
Yeah,
and suppress it for that reason. And I think he was one of those people that took it to like the extreme, like where it needs to be to make
yeah.
change. So,
Please watch My Immortal Beloved. You'll love it.
okay,
Um,
well,
yeah,
noted.
good. Um, so you've had lunch with Beethoven. Whoa,
Yeah.
can you
Very
imagine? Yeah. And the last day of your induction is a day off. Okay. There are we have wonderful days in our lives where you wake up and you realize that you can do whatever you like until you go back to bed. They don't always get them. Some people don't get them ever, right?
yeah, well,
That this is one for you. You're waking up in Osaka in the apartment that they've given you. You've had a lovely few days. Um, no expense spared. Any help you need, any transport you need, it's fine. You can do whatever you like in Osaka for the day. What are you going to do?
I mean, the reason why I picked Osaka is because it's the biggest city near Kyoto. And the the historical buildings that are in Kyoto, like just the atmosphere, the ambience there is really beautiful. I love like old things. Um, like no matter what culture I'm in, but it would be nice to get to know the Japanese side of things deeper. I love temples as well, so pretty much a tour of temples or like nature spots with good views. I mean, I don't think you can really not get a good view in Japan. Um, but yeah, anything like that, trekking or temples, that would
Perfect.
be my go-to.
So there you go. That's your first few days in. Have you enjoyed your fictitious
Oh
cultural?
yeah, yeah, I went there.
I
It
need
was
to
cool as
start.
far as I'm concerned.
I need to start a travel agency and make this happen for people.
That would be amazing.
Wouldn't it? Camilla, thank you so much for doing that with me. That's been great. It's really a benefit for the people who watch the video and as an introduction to you, because I've met you and had the pleasure of doing that, but they haven't. So it's a nice icebreaker. So thanks again for doing that. Thank you for being one of our full members. Can't wait to go and have a look at some of your work. Do please send me the link so I can add it to this to the profile here, or images. Yeah, I can create a little gallery that people can enjoy at the bottom of the page. Don't rush off, but I just wanted to say thank you for doing this and for being one of our full members. I hope you found that fun.
Yes, that was really good. Thank you so much for creating this network and opportunities for people.
Thanks very much, Camilla.